see. Don't know. Seriously. Oh, I am live. Is that now? Oh, I am live. Right. So, need to change that. Oh, I can't do it. How could I change my live before? I can't change it now. That's mad. Thank you. Anyway, can't change the title, even though it's from before. My hair's looking a bit. Hi Sue. I haven't forgotten anything, by the way. I'm just busy with stuff, so I've got to sort it out. I was thinking about it before. It might have got a bit tits up the thing I was going to send you, so I might have to send you something else instead. But you will get something. So my hair's a little bit wet on this side because I just washed it and scrunched it because I've took out a couple of dreads. So I think slowly going to start taking them out and just see what's going on, and then maybe a new hairdo, but it'll be curly. So I don't know. I'm feeling a change. Done quite well to keep them in this long, but I'm feeling like I need to. I don't know. Changes in the air. Changing again. Got to keep changing it up. No, not fed up. Not fed up. I mean, I do love them, but the whole thing of not being able to get them done properly because the person who does it have to wait. I can do it myself. It's quite time consuming. And they start. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just ready for change. But this goes in with the whole. I think what I'm going to talk about tonight. The awakening and just different things, and when I want to move and let go of something again, you know me, Sue, I'll just do something else. We all know I've had a lot of hairstyles, and that's only on YouTube. So no, it's more a bit of a. Funny enough, I've been getting sans mad neck aches for just where to put them at night and stuff like that. But I do love them, but there is a bit of a. It's like the low maintenance, and they're not low maintenance at the same time. But it's nothing to do because I don't like them. I do, but no, they're not expensive either. They're not expensive. I've had it done once, one tidy up in the whole over a year that I've had them. So they're not expensive. They're just a bit. You do have to keep. See all this here. You do have to keep them maintained to keep them neat looking. You can have them wild, but I would like them neat. But mine have got pretty wild. I'm just fancying a change. I'm fancying my curls back. And I have seen women who have took the dreads out. Like I said, it takes ages to get one dread out, so it's going to be over weeks. This you'll probably see. Like I might leave some underneath or one. I don't know, but it should have done my hair some good because it's not had products on it. It's not been straightened or anything like that. So hopefully it's been quite. You might need a cut, whatever. A change does you good. It does. Hi Karen. So I've managed to do 2 beanies. My first beanies I've ever made. And I'm on a 3rd one. So if anyone fancies a beanie, but I'll be doing something with them. But yeah, I've made 2 beanies. The first time I've made beanies. You know what I'm like. I'll make anything. So quite chuffed about that. Still got my things going here on my little nutty desk. But I do feel tired because I've had a couple of nights and I've had give myself neck ache, and that's the worst thing when you're trying to get to sleep. Yeah, because last night something happened. I will just tell you this. You know, people who are into the energies and stuff. Last night, because we know things are coming, so there's attacks everywhere. I think even in them realms out there. And yeah, I can't remember what it was, but it was something like. Thank you. Something like. And I can't show them on my head yet because they don't fit over my dreads. Well, they do, but Do you remember me ages ago when I said I thought I had a dream thing, sort of like, but I wasn't asleep, and it was like this, something was stood there with a veil on it, and it was like I just got this funny feeling of like, whoa, and it was all like, send some light at it, send some love at it, and then it sort of went. That happened again last night, and it was this, I can't remember exactly what it was meant to be, but I just remember thinking to myself, oh yeah, sending you lots of love, sending you loads of light, Christ did light, saying the word God, because yeah, this whatever. And then not long after that I sort of turned in bed, and it was like, oh, my shoulder and my neck was like, oh, and then I sort of did a bit of energy work on it, and it went, but I was like, oh my God, that was so painful. So that was a bit weird, or maybe it wasn't. So let me close this window a bit, put the glue over there. Not close the window, but just put the blinds bit here. And it's raining, so heavens are going to open as I'm talking. So ooh, there's 11 people in, only 2 people saying hi. But yeah, I did say, what did I write down to remind myself? I put, oh yeah, I've wrote down here, a new world, a new way, being conscious, awakening. I'm still awakening to certain things. I don't think we'll ever stop awakening to certain things, but yeah, the whole thing I was talking about earlier on this morning was, or whenever it was, but the whole Charlie Ward thing was, I don't know, it doesn't really bother me, it's just like whatever. What I will say is, the channel that I said go check it out if you wanted to check it out, to me, sorry, but them guys aren't awake to everything. The guy at the end, the third guy that came in and said there's no cabal or anything like that, well, you're going to have a rude awakening. That's all I can say, because I was just like, they might be awake, but they're not awake to certain stuff, and all because they don't believe in the 17, and because they probably never looked at a post. I find this with a lot of people who say that are ones that have never looked at it properly, don't understand what's going on. They really think Mr. B is in and Unaru isn't coming back. Well, watch this space. And I did actually text Paul Boyce today when I found his new, because he'd been shadow banning him, and he's just like, it's coming, we're nearly there. I'm like, I know, finally, you know, what we've been waiting for all this time, because it's tiring, you know, tiring, but well worth it. So yeah, for the people who I was saying about, most of you have heard what went on with me, and Sue Clark in chat's been, I think, with me since the beginning, so you've seen me waffle on about a lot of stuff, and I'm sure I will in the future, wherever I am, platform I'm on. But if anyone is new, it's not that I've woken up to sort of the whole spiritual side of things, because I believed in energies and stuff like that. Might not have been able to explain it, might not have been thoroughly versed in certain stuff, but it's my mum, she'll ring back in a minute, she'll have to wait. And but I always believed in certain things, like people would say fantasy stuff, but I'd see that as things that may have gone on in the past, and energies and stuff like that. So it wasn't really that, and nature and stuff like that. It was more on the 3D world. I knew some things were corrupt, but I didn't know on the level. And to tell the truth, years ago it wouldn't have bothered me, because I'd be thinking, oh well, I've never voted in my life. I know why now. But I mean, if I could, I would this time for you know who. But it never really bothered me. So obviously, when I woke up with the number 17, it was the biggest punch in the face, slap in the face. Hi Elle, hi Sovereign Rights. Like, what the actual F is going on this realm we're in? And yes, I have been down the whole flat earth thing and all that, and I do believe we're on a realm, and I don't think anyone should get triggered if there is people that don't believe in that. There's too much division going on as it is. So it's just all the searching for truth that everyone goes through. But like I said, I come out of holes and come back up and take what I need personally for me, because I see this. Hi Brian and Dobbsy, Sovereign Rights. I see this as more of, I come on here to tell you what I'm thinking and feeling, whether I'm right or wrong. But all I know to present day is I'm doing what's right for me. And that's one of the biggest messages I'll put out there present day now, is I'm doing what's right for me. And yeah, so I'll go into that. I'll just go with the flow. So, you know, I did my research and people have seen me talk about certain things over the past couple of years, and they've took some of my videos down, and they've took me off YouTube twice now for something in the title of Mr. T and the letter 17. So that says it all to me. That says it all. It must be true because, you know, censoring you for that, saying that I'm inciting violence, I'm like, really? But we know what that side does and how they do it. So obviously, when I was talking to a friend this weekend about, they only woke up like last year to certain stuff, and then they got into through friends that I know on Facebook in my area that are into the number 17 and Paul Boys, because he's from up north where I'm from. He started waking up and said, oh my God, you know, when I was first woken up and you go through all the anger and you just want to go mad and you're arguing with your friend and you're on Facebook and you're arguing. I went, yeah, but then you come through it. You know, you don't get triggered so much, because he said, no, you have to detach yourself. Yeah, that is key. You have to detach yourself. I said, you do, not literally detaching yourself, never to look and not to speak out, not to say anything. It's more in the way you do it. And the one thing is to keep you sane while you're going through all of it. And I don't need to know the ins and outs of everything. There's some people out there who need to know the ins and outs of a monkey's arsehole. Do you know what? I will say that, and it cracks me up. It's like, people want to know the ins and outs of me, the ins and outs of this. I don't even need to know the ins and outs of number 17, because it's that deep. The codes are that deep, and that's why I believe. And as we're talking now, there's 17 in chat. This used to happen all the time. That's hilarious. On my side, it is. Oh, and it's just gone down to 16 when I said it, but it's still number 7. So the reason I believe the codes were put out, remember there's disinformation as well because of the dark side, let's call them, is because there's so many people around the world that were decoding and looking at them. They needed lots of people as well, because everyone sees a different angle of something. Some went through the numbers, some went through the dates, some went through numbers that linked up to books and stories that came out to be things that are going on. So we needed everybody on it. But like I said, there's still disinformation and stuff like that, because that side are looking. And that's where I don't get what people don't get when they go, oh, it's not true, it's not happening. And it's like, so how would you put a plan together then? You would obviously know that if you were putting something out and then it came out, that they'd be looking too. So you'd have to be a bit of a wizardy master, a sort of like twist it up a little bit, you know, to keep them wondering what was going on. I mean, and the plan's been in the pan for ages, since the 1940s or something, 50s, whatever, when it came, you know, started coming into present day now. So it's like, what do people not get? Do you literally think you're just going to chuck everything out so they can know that, hey, let's put a code out, we're actually knocking on your door, Hillary, at this time? Do you really think that's how it'd go? No, but that's what it'd be like if everything was like, not had something in it that they're really going to have to think about it. And we may have put dates out or just said a few things that were wrong, which is probably good, really, because they're looking too. So we don't want to give Hillary the time and date that she's getting arrested, if you get what I'm saying, even though I already think she was ages ago. But I'm just saying that for an example. I just woke up, I'm in Australia and Florida, say it can't happen. Say what can't happen. So I really don't get people's mentality when they sort of say, you know, when's it happening? You keep saying this and you keep saying that. That's not just me. This is people just like Paul Boy said. Learn how deep it goes and how far back it goes. What would you do? And how you'd have to play it. It's a genius plan. And it's ace. And all I'm doing now really is observing. It's fantastic observing what's going on. I'm watching people. I'm listening to what people are saying. I mean, around me in the outside world as well. But like I said, you go through all that anger and that, and then you start to sort of pulling yourself away like elastic band a little bit, because trust me, when it comes in, I'll be that elastic bands are going to come back in, trust me. I'll be like, boom, 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 like a few people will, but it's not going to be in a big-headed way. I mean, I don't know. Ego might just have to come back a little bit. I'm not sure, but it was all for good intentions. So there's all that, and I've talked about this before, my journey and what I went through, and there's people who've done silly videos on me on here, men and women, which has been hilarious because they act like mainstream media. That's what mainstream media do anyway. But there's a lot of people out there, knowingly or unknowingly, they try to put you off. They try to dim your light. They try to call you this and that. But you just carry on. And I've carried on and said that I stay true to my word with the whole thing with 17 and Mr. T, because there's nothing. This is what people don't get who have followed it from the beginning and stayed on and not fell off when something didn't come out on time because someone said it was coming out on time. That's the problem with Charlie Ward and people like that. And I've done it in the past. If you put a date on it, and then it doesn't happen, those people who are looking for that date, oh, did this happen? Even though it might have done, it's just that mainstream media don't report on it, so you really do have to go digging yourself, other alternative news or channels, or you have to go on the internet and look for papers and things that they do actually put out in front of your face. That's the problem, because then the people who follow that fall off. And if there is someone out there who's going, oh yeah, I'm into 17, and then they do that, it's going to put people off who are into 17. Because all I'm hearing again is, oh, nothing's come to fruition. Shitloads has come to fruition. It's just if you're looking, you know where to go. You know, a lot of people have been taken down and they've gone to other places. Hi, Christy and Craig's World. So, you know, it's not hard. Hi, Ricardo. I don't know where I'm at. So I've got, Ricardo knows, I've always stayed true to Mr. T and the 17. I don't talk about it in depth like I used to because I've been waiting. We got told to sit back and enjoy the show. It's frustrating. It's upsetting. It's knackering. I feel like I've not slept for 5 years. But it's well worth it, and it's gone fast when I look back now. But I've always had the faith. And it's not just in one person. People go, oh, do you think Mr. T is a saviour? No, it's with the people, the good people of Earth. And he's one of them that's helping with a group that are helping to break down the bigger barriers. As I've said before, people's mindsets, you know, they go, oh, we've got to do, yeah, we have got to do it, and the world is doing it, but there were certain areas of certain bits of military that had to get in somewhere to break barriers down and certain things down that we can't do, normal people. And if you believe that, you know, it's like, well, you know, so we get in, so things can change, so they've had to take certain bits down. With their help, we get to break through as well. Power back to the people, as Mr. T's always said. So I haven't seen any of his rallies yet, but I will be doing because I love his rallies. He speaks the truth like Katie Hopkins. I love Katie Hopkins. I used to not like her because I thought she was a big gob, and then I realised because she talked about the stories why she said things she said on the BBC because she knew what they were like. I love her. She riles people up. She says it as it is because she's real, and people don't like to hear the truth, and they get offended. Just like Trump tells the truth, people get offended. You got someone like Mr. B, a blubbering idiot, doesn't tell you anything, does the complete opposite, can't walk upstairs, can't get his head together, it's not even in any way, and it's like, oh my God, people. Yeah, it's a badge of honour to get deleted, you're over the target. Yeah, well, yeah, I've got took down twice. I think one was for 2 weeks, one was for a week, and I'm on 90-day probation, apparently, because I had a YouTube video called Why I Love Mr. T ages ago. They're looking through my old videos, and something about number 17. They're the ones that they get me on all the time, so I'm like, right. So wouldn't you be thinking, you're not talking about that recently, so we won't, you're all right, but no, they're going through all my old videos. Hi, Doom Show, Last Train Out, the world's one complete lie. Oh, it is. It is one complete lie, but what's coming is great. I mean, there's some shit coming, obviously, but it's just great to see that people are waking up to they've all been lied to, which to me gets quite exciting, because then everyone starts looking around at like where we live in. You know, they always try to cover history up with any disclosure of anything, buildings, what happened in the past, maybe other beings from other lands or wherever or whatever. We all know this, but there's still exciting things coming. To me personally, what the world's going to go through is a dark night of the soul. The ones who are not, who can't see and hear because they're too entrenched in the news, mainstream media, they're too entrenched in the newspaper, they're too entrenched with what the friends are saying, that they're into the same things. They need to wake up. You wake up out of pain. I'm sorry, you do. You have to have a painful experience. It normally wakes you up. I was just saying to someone today, or it was yesterday, we know someone that's gone in hospital, and if this person doesn't sort of come out of hospital thinking I need to get better by being better and doing better things and eating better things and all that, it's a bit like a knock on the head. You know, you're going to end up here again if you don't decide to make that decision when you come out to be healthier and this, that and the other. And that's what I see it as. You get a knock on the head all the time, and it gets bigger and bigger to wake you up to make different choices, you know. And I don't know how many booms have been out there to wake people up, to take different decisions, to like maybe not doing certain things you were doing or a part of, or friends, or silly stuff you've been doing, whatever. But you find your path. You find your path. This chat's going to be all over the show because I'm just going with the flow. And I found that the biggest joke on YouTube. Yeah, you have to come through a painful experience. It's the trauma. That's why we all wake up. We've all been through trauma, no matter what. Someone goes, my trauma's more traumatic than you. Trauma's trauma, pain's pain. Pain's pain. Whatever it is, pain is still the same. It's the same. Pain is the same. So, because the world, the rest of the world, there's a lot. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people that are awake. I don't like saying woke. I say are awake. Some more than others. Some who are getting on it. It's all different. You know, they're all at different parts of the path, which is fantastic. But that's why we shouldn't all be arguing. But the ones who are still asleep and still going along with the government and all that, they're going to have a dark night of the soul. And some of you may still be going through it, and you can go through it again. You can have a few awakenings and a few bits of down moments, but it's supposed to either propel you or stop you in your tracks where you are, and it's up to you to choose how long you stay there. Thank you, Ricardo. How long you stay there. You know, they want it to you trauma, so you stay stuck in it like a victim. Victim state mentality, seen a lot of that. Or you either go, no, I'm not. I'm going to move forward and I'm going to let that go. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Tapper and Tapper's in. And I saw a lovely video of Tapper's caravan. You did a really ace job. It was well good. Nice to see Tapper in. This world is not what you think it is. Yeah, this world is not what you think it is. Or being told, make of what it will. We will win. We are. We've got Indigo in the house as well. So there's a few things that I'm probably going to say tonight that are going to trigger people, but oh well, it's okay. We've got to learn to just, right, so I'm just going to be in and out. So yeah, so like I said, been through many different things. The biggest thing I have to laugh at is the spiritual community. It cracks me up. It cracks me up. I was laughing the other day out loud at the spiritual community because we're all spiritual anyway. We're all from spirit, God, source. Do you know what I mean? So we're not detached. But it's when you, I've got to laugh at myself. When I first came through it more. Hi, David's calf. I thought I had to be a certain way. Like I need to be doing yoga, which I'm still trying to do bits of because it's great for your body. But I just mean that thing of I need to do yoga. I need to do breathwork. I'm not saying these are not good, but I need to do yoga, I need to do breath work, I need to speak, I need to not swear because, oh my God, it's not spiritual, is it? I need to, I don't know, not wear makeup, not wear nail varnish, not wear jewelry, not do anything. I've got to eat grass. I've got to be vegan or vegetarian. All that stuff, right? But something in my body the other week was going, fuck off. Just fuck off. Right? And there I'm swearing, but I'm swearing in a funny way, not like in a horrible way. It was just like, shut the F up, right? And my body has been going like this. And I'm laughing at this because it is funny. And I don't know if anyone's going through chat, and this isn't to trigger anyone in chat saying, oh yeah, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. This is my journey of how I'm just explaining and experiencing. I'm just sharing it with you because some people might feel the same. It's all right if you don't, or whatever, it's fine. But I've had a really big thing about the meat, veganism and vegetarianism for a little while, because if anyone remembers, when I went vegan ages ago for 9 months, it was all right, but it's hard work. Then I went vegetarian for a while. And that's where a lot of people got a bit arsy because they thought, oh, she mentioned she was eating meat and she's not spiritual. And then I met the fellow who's been with over a year now, and he eats a bit of meat, but not a lot. And then we were trying to be more, which I started eating chicken again, only chicken. But then my body kept saying, my body's been saying for ages, personally, my body's been saying for ages, I think I need to eat meat, and probably red meat. But, you know, as organic as you can get. But I've just felt I've needed more. And then I watched Mark Atwood's show the other week, and he was doing a some people don't find it hard, Sue, but some people do. And it's not hard. It's not. I don't mean hard that way. I mean if your body's suiting it or not. So he had a guy on doing the carnivorous diet and the ketos thing, and it was just a good discussion, whether you're into it or not, or believe it or do. And I'm not bothered who eats what. Yeah, fruit, vegetables and water, no. Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say. Fruit, vegetables, water, no. Meat and fish. This is what I'm trying to say. That's what they say. But someone else said something about something else in the Bible that said you're supposed to eat meat. But I see it more as balance. And I see it more as like, say the Native American Indians, something indigenous, would have had a bit of meat, not all the time, if they needed it, and they would eat fruit, and I think they'd eat more like seasonal. And it depends where you live as well, because the only thing I've seen is, this is just me expressing myself, I'm not saying it's wrong or right. Charlie Freak, I love Charlie Freak, but when they go, oh, you should only be eating fruit, I mean, maybe we've evolved from that and we don't, you should only be eating fruit and this, that, it's all right if you live in a place where it's sunny and you've got bleeding lemons in your back garden, apples and fruit and stuff like that. But if you haven't, you're a bit buggered, aren't you? Because we know the stuff in the shops isn't really, you know, organic, is it? And it's got shit sprayed on it. And also, a lot of the veg jazz as well. So to me, it's not even a win-win situation, is it? And they were and I'm just expressing this, they were talking about how the vegan movements had an agenda behind it, which it has if you actually look into it. But I'm not saying it's not right for anyone out there. I'm just saying I've had a few issues and I'm thinking, right, well, I'm going to try it for a month and I'm just going to see what my body tells me. I'm not getting anyone in chat, not what your body says to you. Or that person over there says they love eating fruit all day long and they're brilliant. Great. But we've got to remember, this path is individual. And to me, it's you're a sovereign being, so it's what suits you. If it suits you for a while, then it doesn't, and you move on and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that as well, Ricardo, slightly. But like I'm saying, each to their own, and people shouldn't knock either side because that's division. Do you know what I mean? Oh, you should be this, you should be that. How can we tell each other, you should be that, you should be a meat eater, you should be vegetarian or vegan? But no, you should be, if that's what suits you. If you get what I'm saying. Yeah, we're eating poisons on our foods, exactly. So both ways, we've been eating shit both ways. Do you know what I mean? So because my nana is 68 and she eats everything and anything, she will drink tap water and she's fine. Yeah, well, I do think sovereign rights as well. It's a lot to do with your mindset, because then again, if we're always getting told, this is what I'm saying about the spiritual community, you go into fear sometimes, because I thought, this is the thing that I'm trying to get at. When Mark Atwood, just go and check it out. Mark Atwood did it with the guy with the carnivorous diet. I'm not telling anyone to do that. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying the point in it that they made was really good was, This ascension thing everyone goes on about, which I just say it's raising your vibrations and your consciousness, which I'm going to talk about again in a minute. I did this myself, so I know there's people out there doing it themselves. You've got people saying to people, who I like as well, you're not going to ascend if you don't eat this. Well, I'm sorry, I think that's bullcrap. And I've said this before, because to me, God, source, the universe, ain't going to judge you by that. It's going to judge you by this. And I've always said that. I know people who are meat eaters and they're not nice. I know people who are meat eaters and they are nice. I know people who are vegan and they're nice. I know people who are vegan and they're assholes, basically. So, and people can go on about that. I'm not bothered about it. I'm just saying, when they did that bit of a discussion, when someone's telling someone you're not going to ascend because you're a meat eater, or you're not going to ascend because you're not spiritually doing this, or you're not meditating, to me that's bull crap. If you're a good person who mainly does everything, you know, you're trying your best, everything out of good intentions, because even food, even meat, and I'm just saying this, we used to bless our food. Some people still do. They do a prayer over this food. They say thank you. They're grateful. They can put energy on that food and love that food, and you know, stuff like that. So people go into fear. I did this a few years ago. I thought, oh my God, if I'm not vegan or vegetarian, oh my God, I'm going to be like burnt in the hells of, you know, so I'm going to, like, it means I'm not spiritual. It means I can't ascend. That's absolute bullcrap. Because I know what I've been doing to help people. To me, it's sort of a tick list on my sort of like, you know, maybe when we all go for a review, well, I've added these on, but do you know what I mean? Does anyone get what I'm saying? And it was just that thing of, I feared stuff like that. I thought, oh my God, I've got to be a certain way. And I was laughing at myself last week. Thank you. It's all about balance. We're not supposed to eat as much as we do. We're not supposed to eat maybe as much meat as we do. Everything's in balance. But what a lot of people don't understand is, some of the places where the animals go to graze, they need to cut all that down to feed the animals. They kill the animals off as well. So to me, there's two sides going on there of the same thing. But this isn't getting at meat eaters and veg. You know, I know loads of people in chat who are. I'm just saying it's just another division. The point where I'm at now on my path is, I need to do what's right for me. If I'm doing something, eating something or whatever it is, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I've got more pains or this, that and the other, right, I'm going to try this now. Oh, that seems okay for now, might move again. Then I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do something because someone's telling me, or I've watched a video and someone's saying, you're not going to ascend, you know, God's going to point a finger. I'm going to be like, well, I'm not just going to not do it and put my health into bad health because that person's seen as so spiritual that, does anyone get what I'm saying? And I was laughing again because you just got to do you. You've got to do what's best for you on your path in the moment. And if I move from that again, that's fine. But I thought, I'm going to test it out. I'm going to test it out. I'm going to see if it works for me. What if, just thinking right outside the box, I mean, I don't know why I'm saying what if. You're all different beings from a different place and you all eat different things. And maybe that's why we're always arguing over different things, because maybe you lot were doing that and you lot that was whatever. But I was just laughing last week. I was like, oh my God. Like, you know, I've always been me, but you know, sometimes when I get a bit like I am now, a bit excited, and sometimes I thought, oh, rein it in a bit because it's not spiritual, is it? And I thought, shut up, I just need to be me. And I'm very happy being me. I've never been my happiest. The most happiest I've been with myself is probably, obviously when I came through 17, it was mad. I don't even know what I was thinking. But I would say, truthfully, is 2020. As mad as that sounds, because I'm just like, I'm just being me, and all I want to be is just me, and I'll follow the right things for me, and I'll do the things for me that make me happy and make my soul sing, which I've always said anyway. Yeah, and if that's right for you, I'm still thinking, see, I'm just putting this out there. What I find funny is, you can have people say, you can have fruit and veg, but stay off the rice, the carbs, the refined, the sugar, and the processed stuff, yes, because I think that's a killer. But then I'm thinking, right, so you could have meat with no carbs and other bits of fats, because fats are actually good for you. And you could have fruit and veg. Is carbs the problem? We all know white sugar is. We all know processed food is definitely. Is carbs the problem? Because we all know on the vegan side, we see people looking at you don't necessarily need carbs because you can get it in the veg. So I think, right, a bit of meat, not loads, not every day, a bit of fruit and veg, seasonally. Just thinking out loud. That's just personally where I'm at with that at the minute, just so you all know. And that's not to divide, people going, oh my God. It's just like we have to do what's right for ourselves in the present time and moment. If you're going to eat meat, then maybe look into, as organic as you can get. And this guy was saying more red meat. It's funny because red meat's not really the meat I ate. It was chicken and stuff like that and bits of fish. So, sorry peeps, but I am trying it to see if it benefits me. If it doesn't, fair enough. But I'm not looking at it in fear. I used to look at it in fear. Yes, I know there's stuff going on in the world with, oh yeah, they got McDonald's, talking about processed stuff, this, that and the other. But they have got us on both sides. And if you don't believe that, there is a vegan agenda as well. So, it's all out there. But say thank you to your food. Say thank you to the, pray, put nice vibes on it. Gratitude. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I just find it funny. I just find it quite funny in a lot of things because, as I said before the week that I got took down, and I'm not really looking at chat at the minute. With all the information we know now, whether you're still searching or searched before or whatever, what you're going to do with that information, because there's only so much you can research, and it's like, well, people are coming up with the same things now because we're all in that sort of consciousness. It's like, right, so now what do we do? What do you do? And that's where I'm saying you're finding the things that make you content. You're finding those tools that work for you, don't work for everybody else. This is what I'm trying to say again. Other people have things. Other people will do things that work for them. They may not work for me. I may do something that works for me, but it might not work for you. Like I said, because I'm visual, I do like things and I like to see things and crystals and pretty things because I'm visual, and that's the way. Because I'm a fish and I'm a bit like, oh, I'm going off like, I get distracted a lot. If I've got something visual, it sort of keeps me on that, to focus on that thing. Other people, it's like, they can do it. Even with research, there can be people who research forever. There can be people who come along, they just get it like that, and then they're like, whoa. And it just amazes me because it's beautiful, because we are all unique and different. Hi, Mark. And it's great. But yeah, I just wanted to bring it up because it was a very interesting chat with Mark Atwood and the guy. It was a few days ago on the Carnivorous thing, and it was just because he was saying, I don't hate vegans, I hate the movement of it, or whatever he was saying. It was just interesting to go and listen to anyway, because we all should listen to different aspects of things. Because I'm not being funny. When I saw Forks Over Knives a few years back, that's what set me off. Well, of course it would have done. But then again, you think, well, was that their agenda? Because, I just think, well, obviously it was going to get you emotional. But anyway, I'm not really talking about that now because I know that's a big debate for some people. But I'm just saying personally, for me, I'm going to try. I'm going to see what works for me. And it doesn't mean I'm not spiritual or I'm not going to ascend. I think anyone saying that is absolutely full of bull crap. And there's people I really like that say that. But I don't see that, because that's like saying You're more higher and you are going to ascend, but you're not. But it's all right because you've been a beautiful soul while you've been here, and you've done loads of good things for people, but you've just had a bit of meat. Well, that doesn't lie right with me. That doesn't lie with me. And I was really thinking about that over the past couple of weeks. So and I put out to the universe, would someone do a chat on this? I put YouTube on, and there was Mark Atwood talking about it, and I went and listened to it, and I thought, that's how I feel. And by the way, this guy was a vegan for 30 years. So it's not, and he was into the whole hippie, love and light and all that, and realised it wasn't working for him. And he said, if it doesn't work for you, for him, this is what I'm trying to say. It's what works for you, not anybody else, because if it works for them, that's fine. And that's where I said people shouldn't be pointing fingers saying, well, you need to do that because I've done this. It's like, nope. So, because I've seen people do that when they like people, and then they think, oh, because they've said it, whatever. But that's why I always say, it's what's right for you on your path and where you're at right now. Maybe that'll change again. Like I said, I'm trying to take my hair out because I feel a change going on with that. I feel there's going to be a story about these and why. Because I know big changes are coming, and I just feel like getting this out before the boom booms. It's going to take me 10,000 years. Get my curls back in. Oh, thank you, my turn. Well, I don't know about me, but I know everyone in chat is fantastic. And thank you, Tapper. You just like, the thing is with chat, you'll all put your different opinions in and stuff, but you're great. Do you know what I mean? There'll be vegans and meat eaters in here, but you're great. You know what I mean? You've always got hearts up, thumbs up, laughy faces, positive. We have the odd ones in now and again, but you're brilliant. Sovereign rights. If we all were the same, it would be boring in the world. Exactly, and I've said that. It would be boring. And if you think about it, if we all had to be one way, is that not communism? Is that not saying you have to be this way? You have to be this way. That's like, isn't it? That's what I think. Hi, Rainbow Wizard. I hope you're all right as well. So yeah, just wanted to chuck that out there. But like I said, I'm just laughing again at the whole. You've got to laugh at this plot. You've got to laugh. Oh. You have got to laugh at what's been going on. I laugh at myself at what's been going on with me. As much as all that, it's beautiful as well. But I do laugh at some of the things I thought I had to do to be classed as connected. And I know some of you resonate. It's funny, but I know some of you commented earlier on saying, oh, I'm glad you said this about such and such. But even if it's not true, what I was talking about earlier on, because it's just like, well, just been having these thoughts. And I think, if something's niggling you, you should look into it. It doesn't matter if, like I said, your mate or someone doesn't, that's fine. That's them and you're you. But yeah, it was just niggling me. So I thought, right, well, I'm going to look into it a bit more. And I'm going to see what works for me. Because it is a crazy world we're in, and we've got to remember, sometimes we think we know, but then again, that side could have been in there, It cracks me up. But yeah, I have to laugh. I really do have to laugh. Oh, everything's exciting, but we've been saying this for ages, and this is that chat again where people go, you've been saying this for ages, everybody's been saying it for ages. Right? Yeah, we've been saying it for ages because, it's had to come in the way it's had to come in. But, over the next weeks, well, I'd say now, and coming into August, well, the rest of this year now is just going to be boom, 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 boom. And when you know who, with these rallies and stuff, gets back in, game over. Boom, boom, boom. If I go up, it can put it out there now. It's well exciting. I'm excited. Like I said, I texted Paul Boys before after showing that little video of him saying what he was saying, and he was just like, it's coming, 144,000, and he was just like, it's coming, it's finally here. And I'm like, I know, I'm so excited, but I'm calm as well. I'm really calm. I'm dead excited, but really calm at the same time, as mad as that sounds, because I'm not going to get caught up in anything. That's why I said I haven't been watching a lot of stuff I've narrowed my watch down to, I mean, some of them have been shadow banned anyway, so I forget, but narrowed it down. And I'm just observing, because life is about experiences. You either experience something or you're observing it. But the main thing is to keep your mindsets in a good place while we go through this transition. You know, that's why I said, like, I art and stuff and drawing. I'm always making stuff like that, because that keeps me in that meditative state. I'm listening to people. I'm catching people's conversations when I'm out. You know, I had this whole conversation with someone in the garden yesterday, a guy, and we were talking about it and how he went through his different stages of anger and this, that and the other, and how he's took a step back now and he's watching it and he's stopped arguing on Facebook with people, because that's what you do. You realise there's a bigger picture. Nothing can stop what's coming. So, you know, you've got the people out there doing the marches and this, that and the other, and that's brilliant, but nothing can stop what's coming anyway. And like I said, that video that I told you to go and watch today, them guys are all right, but they're not awake to everything. They're not awake to everything. Like I said, one of the guys at the end, a bit intellectual, saying there is no cabal. Are you having a giraffe? I was like, okay. Because they've not researched into that. And the more people have said, you know, this time, oh, it's this time, it's this date, it's this date, it's this date, like someone was saying, and then it looks like it hasn't happened, that's where people fall off. And that's where some people in the so-called spiritual community or whatever community, trooping community, have gone, it's not real, it's not happening. Oh, it is happening. But they don't go and look. Probably never looked at a you-know-what post in their life, or can't work it out. So, you know, I'm just like, woo! But, yeah, and there's more like synchronicities coming across more beautiful souls doing the thing. And I just wrote on here, the new world to me is, as most of us know, I'm still awakening, you're all still awakening. We don't know everything, and we don't know what the end's going to look like. We're positive. We know it's something good, but I think it's going to be more magical than we know. And number 17 did say the last one would be magical, so I'm just putting that out there. The new world to me, the new consciousness, new earth, whatever you want to call it, it's all the same, is arts. Beautiful arts, which is music, back to good ass music, not the program stuff. Dance, beautiful dance, because it's all expression. It's all expression from the divine. Places, beautiful gardens, beautiful buildings that hold beautiful energy, that give energy out. We all know, seeing things, you know, we all know about the church towers and the things that had, you know, you could say Tesla towers, because that's what I call them, harvesting energy. We know about that, putting frequencies out, know about that. Beautiful projects, new projects. Businesses, being businesses for the people, small businesses, all them beautiful things. The teachings, businesses changing for the people. The beauty in that, not the crap they were putting out. The expression of that here in the material, here, heaven on earth. Like I say, in the arts, in the dance, in the way we are with each other. Flowers. And I'm looking outside at my clover grass, which means you've got good soil apparently, and it's good luck. And there was something else it was really good for, and there were synchronicities popping up about bloody clover grass. Came up on the news feed today on my phone, and I was like, no way, look into that. Mine's covered in clover, and I've let the bumblebees get their pollen from it. And I don't want to cut the grass because it's so beautiful. But I need to cut the grass because it's getting long. And then my friend yesterday was going, do you know about dandelions? I'm like, yeah, I was talking about dandelions. If we can make tea out of my dandelions. And I've got wild strawberries that came from somewhere. I don't know where. And I've got wild, what's it called? Chamomile. Things popping up that I didn't even plant. And he's like, yeah, do you know it's good for your heart and that dandelions? I went, yeah, that's why they call it a weed, because they want you to pull it out. But it's actually good for you because everything's upside down and twisted, as we know. So, yeah. So it's just bonkers. So I don't know if any of you have been feeling the same or having some niggles about things. And like I said, with what I was talking about this morning with what the ward is going on, I guess we'll see. That's why I said I'm not worried, because I don't watch. And there's good people, bad people in everything. Or is it just gullibility? I don't know. So I'm not going to say either way because I don't know. But yes, it's just I got clothing, my little girl. Yeah, I was eating the flowers. You can eat flowers. But check things first. Check things first. So what else did I put on here? Don't know what I've wrote. But yeah, it's just happy being me. And if no one else is happy with that, that's fine. Because you're not me. So it's not going to affect you. I don't mean anyone in chat, I'm just saying, for people who are watching after. And that's why I'm saying, reserve your energy. Don't deplete it on shitty negative things, because I think what's coming, you're going to need your energy, You're going to need your energy. To anyone who's just come in, I've made 2 beanies. I've never made beanies in my life. I had a go. First time, I was like, oh my God. I could show you it on, but at the end of the day, I've got dreads in. It's not really for dreads, but I don't think I'll get it over my head because I've got dreads in, so obviously it's not going to look right. So when I've actually got my dreads out, it will pull down, but it's just not going to, because I've got a bun there. It's stopping it. Looks proper weird, but I'm proper chuffed with myself. Spending my time doing the things that I love, not watching TV or anything like that. So I've never done that in my life. So you can start new things and you can do things, because if I can just, I'm a visual learner by the way, but I just watch something like, oh yeah, do that. I've got 3 on the go. I've got another one. I'm like, oh my God. I said to my fellow, as I told you this morning or whatever, I'll be knitting your socks, vests, undies. I'll be knitting everything. Not knitting, crocheting, sorry. Around the house, I'll be crocheting mad like a mad woman. But it keeps me in my centre because I'm focused on that, not looking at other stuff. It's a form of meditation, So I don't think I've done any art recently, apart from the other picture that I'm doing that I've got to finish off, and I might start one tonight. Because this event thing I'm supposed to be going to, I don't think it's going ahead this weekend. I think it's in another week. So whatever it is, it just gives me more time to make stuff up. So that's fine. But the picture on the wall, that skew whiff at the minute, I don't know what's happened to it, but I'll have to get it back into straightness. And the next one I'm working on is this one. And it says on the rainbow at the top, everything is energy. And then I just got in the song, everything's gonna be alright. And I know that's not the tune. Everything's gonna be alright. And I got my new stamp. I did show that this morning. Don't know where it is. Got my new stamp. I've never had a stamp with my name on it, so that has to be the name now because I've got it in stamp form. And it says, I wrote this down. I sent it to the stamp place. It says, what's the event? Oh, it's just about selling some of my stuff at a secret event. It was a galactic secret event thing for like-minded people, but it was an event where you go and you do different things and you sell things and, stuff like that. Handmade stuff and stuff like that. So, but I can't, it might be put off for weeks because it's an event and sometimes they get changed, so it's like, oh. But if I've got another week or so, I've got more time to make stuff up. So I'm going to put my light on in a minute. I got this stamp. If anyone's interested and they need a stamp, they do them in many different sizes. It's probably good if it gives me another week or so because I am just a one-woman band and it's me that makes all my stuff and everything and stuff like that. So, you can get them in different sizes, and it was from www.stampit.co.uk, and it says, it's for my Instagram, so it says hippie trinkets and things, and then I wrote underneath it, and they put it on in little writing. It's so cute. Things why am I reading it that way? I stamped it. Hippie trinkets and things, beautiful things to make your heart, to make your soul sing. So that's a little stamp there. I was just testing it out on this paper. You can't see it properly, but it's just cute little writing, a little stamp, and I can put something in the middle if I want to, like another little stamp if I want to. So that's cool that came today. I think it came today. But yes, like I said, I'm going to be doing more live videos on my Instagram for my sort of little hippie shop, because I thought, well, to get it over there to be a hippie shop with live shows for anything that I'm selling would be cool. Like I said, I've been busy, showed them this morning, still lots of things I've got to do these, loads of bits going on, new bits going on, loads of ideas, because me, I sit and do something and then something else comes in, and then I do that, see if it works, and I think, right, I'll do that after, and I get I get all these little bits in. So yes, I've got everything out on this table now because I'm moving around it. I've got oils to make up, I've got this, that to make up, I've got my bag to still put the handle on yet. I've got a lot, but I don't think, oh my god, I just think I'll move around what bit I need to. So yes. Say finches. And talking about birds, we're having a bit to do with somebody's dog, me and my fella looking after it and that, and Finn ended up getting bit the other day, which wasn't really good, but he's okay. It's got cleaned and everything, and he's fine. And my fella was telling me somewhere next door to his mum's has got all these bird tables. We've got 2, but we want one that goes in the ground. He said the woman just sits out, the next door neighbour, she's got all this set up for the birds and flowers and stuff, and all the little tables for them, and loads of the birds just coming in. They do here, we have robins, finches, blackbirds, pigeons, and she said she just sits there all day because she's older, and she just watches them. How beautiful. Like I said before, you don't need the plasma screen in your front room. You've got the sky out there and the birds, and that's very healing to sit there and watch birds playing and stuff like that. So we want some more bird tables that you put in the ground, because these ones are hanging off our arch. Wait a minute. Need to go, everyone. Dog leave alone. Oh, bye. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Yeshua the King. You're saying to L there. That's lovely. I don't know if you're new. You all are a good one, no matter what. Make it good. Much love from Sweden. Exactly. Make it good. The what is it? The meek will inherit the earth. Is the good people. The good, godly, good people will inherit the earth. I don't really think that's got to do with anything you eat. It's being kind to people, being good, wanting the best, wanting to help people, wanting to be service to others, helping people raise their frequencies in these times, because we are in a spiritual war. Helping people to bring their faith back, you know, God, Yeshua, universe, source, whatever you want to call it, because it's all the same to me, and it's, again, what you want to call whatever, because that's for you, and what suits you is what suits you. But what I'm saying is, people lost the faith a long time ago, and they went looking too much in, like the card that I picked up, the devil card, the material world. It doesn't mean that we can't have material things, we're not in the material world. Of course we do. Things that are here are manifested here. We're allowed them because we bring them in ourselves as well. It's just the greed of things. When the greed becomes so much that you're not bothered about other people, you want to turn a blind eye because you'd rather have the money and a big house and 5 cars parked on your drive. When it gets to that sort of situation, it's like, no, no, thank you, no, thank you. Yeah, it is being loving and kind to all sentient beings. That's what you do. But as I was talking about the meat thing before, you can still give blessings and stuff like that. That doesn't mean you're not being kind, but yeah. So, but like I said, each to their own, and we've got to do what suits us, but with kindness. It's a bit like I go back to the Native American Indians again. If they did have something, they would have used everything of that vessel, you know, bones for combs and tools, and they respected everything of that animal, and you know, so on and so forth. So, but that's personally just me. It's not blue like Marge Simpson. No, well, it's coming out. I'm started to slowly take it out, so we'll see what happens. New hairstyle, most likely. But yeah. Time is good healer. Be kind to yourself to regain the peace with Yeshua, the King. You feel you. Yeah, yeah. You know, and it's like even the bumblebees. When I've had the clover in the garden, I've left it a bit because I wanted the bees to collect the pollen. There was loads of bees on it, and I wanted them to collect the pollen. So I've let them do that, and then it's raining today. I don't know what the weather's going to be like this week. When it's dry, I'll cut it back, and something else will probably come out. But I've loved watching it because we've had green grass, and then I've always had clover in it, so I've got clovers everywhere. Then the dandelions came up, which you can make tea out of, and that's really good. They are good for your earth. And then they died off. And then all the clover flowers have come up, and it's beautiful. And my strawberries are bigger than they were last year. Yeah, they're coming out. We've started to slowly take them out. It's going to take a long time. Yeah, I know what I'm like. So, yeah. And like Indigo says, being loving, compassionate, and kind to all sentient beings. So even those ones that, you know, they might try and push out there to say that are evil, we've got different beings from different places that don't look like us. They're not physical. But we have love for them as well, the spirit realm and the other realms, and, you know. That's why they always push the movies out there, don't they? Oh, this is scary, that's scary, we've got to kill everything, we've got to do this, we've got to do that. It's like, no. You know, there's more compassionate ways of doing things. They're not all different levels, so, you know. Yeah, well, I do like them. It's not because I don't like them. It's just the maintenance at the minute has just been quite difficult because the woman can't do it till September. But I'm just feeling a change again. I'm all that time I'm missing my curly hair, and I saw someone's hair the other day, and I thought, oh my god. And I am curious to see what it's like. There might be bits that's shorter or whatever, I don't know. It should be in good condition, as in softness, because nothing's been on it. It's been like in a sort of protective style, but it is going to take ages to come out. Yeah. Oh, brilliant, Brian. So yeah, I'm sure there was something else I wanted to say. Don't know. I'll tell you what I'm really looking forward to. I do wash my dreads, but it's just because obviously you don't do it all the time, just to be able to just like, well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It will be, yeah, we'll see. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it is curly. That's why this bit's out, because it's still wet. And it's just like, it's curly whirly. So I'm feeling like a change, but I'm feeling, if you don't know some of the stories they say about dreads is, you can get all your energy kept in your dreads because your hair you don't have hair loss like you do with normal hair, like, you know, you shed 100 hairs a day, whatever, they go in your dreads. So you're collecting all this energy, but I'm just feeling that it's a bit like when I had my dreads done last year, January, before we went into lockdown. Feels like I've kept everything like to be strong, and now I'm like, do you know what? Because this new energy and what's about to come in, I just feel like letting all that go now. So anything before that I've talked about, even though there's some things that will stay, if you know what I'm saying, I just want to let go of it all. Even people that have come to try and attack me in the words and the stuff like that, it's just like, whew. If anyone gets what I'm saying, that's what I just feel like. Whoop! New adventure. That's personally just how I feel. So I've got to do what I feel. And if anyone knows me, I've had many different hairstyles. I'm a Pisces. I'm like, I change all the time. I'm quite... Pisces is... What do you call it? What's it called? not cardinal. Is it mutable or whatever? I can change all the time. So that's what's good about a Pisces. I can change. I can get used to something and go, oh yeah, that's okay now. I'll stay in that for a bit. Oh, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna go that way now. It's like, yeah. So, oh, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, new earth, new adventures with beautiful souls. Exactly like I said with the art. I'm going to an art place on Friday. I forgot. My fella told me. I'm so excited. I'm not going to say who it is because people might have I might tell you when I've been a bit of a thing about it. But just the whole point that I'm actually going out and we're going to an art thing. I'm dead excited because obviously I got my fella into art and he loves it now and we're just thinking about all these arty ideas. I'm just like, oh my god, going to an arty thing. And it's something that we love. You know, we're not just going out to the pub to get drunk. We're going to an arty thing, so I can't wait. But all that, and it's not like it's new art, music and all that, but bringing it back to this, because we all know the music industry, the film industry, all that have done what they've done and why they've done what they've done. Well, we're bringing it back in because we're fed up with all that. So yeah. So it's like, bye-bye, old earth, bringing in the new. Let me get my hair sorted out before we go into 2022. Divine feminine. Just saying. New things. I'm sure we'll have a funky hairstyle. I'm thinking curly, layered, long bits short. I don't know. I haven't got a clue. But I guess we'll see. Get a bit creative. I don't know. So yeah, quite looking forward to it. Something to look forward to. Something different. But yeah, I'm going to go now because I'm waffling. Oh yeah. Finn did this card for me the other day. It makes me laugh. Sometimes he doesn't put the pictures on the front. You open it up. And he's put, love you, Mum. So cute. And then he did a card for his nephew the other day because it was his birthday, but he did draw on the front a dinosaur because you know his nephew loves dinosaurs. Stuck stickers all over it. And my sister was like, is he in year one? Has he wrote that himself? Is that his handwriting? I was like, yeah. She went, oh my god, year one. Has he wrote that himself? Oh my, I said, yeah. He wrote everything out to Lorcan. Happy birthday, love Finn. And his writing is quite neat for a 6-year-old. If you can see it. But he's always got hearts everywhere. He's still been doing more rainbow pictures with hearts in. He was showing a friend at weekend how to colour in rainbow colours because anything he colours in, I'll show you just to prove the point. He never ever colours in, like, I mean, that's his lovely rainbow picture he keeps doing with a heart in the middle. But he's got a colouring book and he never ever, I've never known, he doesn't colour like a leaf in green and one in a different colour. He just constantly is rainbow all the time. Let's see which ones he's done. Look at these shoes. I mean, God, let's wear a pair of them. Honest to God, rainbow all the time. He's never, I don't think he's done anything in one colour. He's got another book somewhere, but he's always, look at this horse. He went, look, Mum. I went, oh, it's beautiful. That's his colouring. Look at that for in the lines at 6 years old. So he just, to be a rainbow child, he just colours in. Oh, he's done an elephant as well. He's done an elephant. And he loves colouring. He's even got a thing on the tablet for colouring. He just loves it. So, yeah. Finn bringing the colour. Colour and the vibration. Yeah, cracks me up. Cracks me up. He's funny. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go. I probably haven't said everything I was going to say. I think I had more to say, but I am tired because I've been crafting away. Probably going to finish another hat off now. I might listen to something in bed or just go and finish a hat off. Because I'm just so chuffed that I've made 2 hats. And I'd be like, right, you can purchase a hat off me. I'm just chuffed. It just makes me happy, you see. Because I'm like, oh my god, I found something else to do as well. So yeah, funny. Yes, you're ordering a colouring book, exactly. So yeah, he's just done it in rainbow colours. So it's good. It's great stuff. Like I said, I might go and do some doodling in bed. I don't know. I've got to finish this off yet. Like everyone said, I should really be putting these into colouring books because you could actually colour them in. But these are going to be the black and white pictures behind me. Oh, and I hope Indigo that was it your daughter who got the other oil? Hope she liked it and stuff. And I think it was Claudia. I don't think she's in chat. Had got she got one of the intention bells the other day, the bracelets. She got this and she was chuffed with it. She sounds like a little tingling around everywhere. I said, I am too. I wear mine. So, and I've got I can't remember who else asked for one and an ankle bracelet one. So I've got to do that this week. I've got to make some kids oils up, but these are all going towards the event thing that I'm supposed to be doing first, and then I can start putting some stuff out after. So I'm going to make stuff up for that, leave that to the side, and then make some more stuff for, I would say, my Instagram shop. So if you want to go and follow me over there, because that's pretty newish. It's not my Ray K one. It's not. So I've tried to keep it separate, even though I guess it should be all together. But I tried to keep it separate. But it is hippie trinkets and things on Instagram. You don't have to have that's where I'm at the minute. If I got a website, that'd be brilliant, but that's where I am at the minute, so you can see my things and message me there about anything that you got your eye on. But just make an account. You don't have to use the account or put things up. You can just use it to follow other people, not just me, because there's loads of great small businesses on Instagram. We've got to use it against them. She loves it, and the card that came with it, she is keeping. Thank you. Oh yeah. If ever you get anything off me, you normally get a hand drawn card or a handmade card or a handmade message with a drawing on it or something. And sometimes it comes wrapped different every time. I like to wrap things up like little gifts, so you're feeling like, because that's how I'd like to receive it. You're just getting something that someone's took the care to actually, when I postage and package it, you're getting something nicely wrapped up, and sometimes with confetti and stuff in it. So that's how I like to receive things. So it's just giving that extra care and attention, because that's how much I love my stuff. Much love, everyone. Don't tell me Brenda's just come in when I'm just about to go. It's like she's gone, I've got my brew, I'm sitting down, I hear everyone, and then I'm going to go, yeah, see ya. Because that's normally what happens with somebody. Oh, yeah, I've got the mini little, Finn was looking at, and this is what Finn's got, one of these. He's got, come in different colours, but he's got a mini one, like this big, 5mm, and then obviously the adult ones are 10mm, not that it really matters, but he has it on the side of his bed cabinet thing. So there'll be more Luna oils made up, and I will be bringing a new one out. I don't know when yet, but so far it's a Luna, which is really naughty, because the fella's friend came around the other day, a girl, and I ended up giving her one away for free, because I'm a bit like that. I do give things away when friends come around. Sometimes like, oh, have this, and she said, oh my god, thank you. She smelt it and went, oh my god, thank you. She went, I've been feeling so stressed lately, so I was like, look, use it before you go to bed, temples, use it through the day because it helps you calm down. It's just a dead nice smell. You can actually use it on your face if you want to. It's not got anything stringent in it, it's all natural. So yeah, but these ones are going to be made up for this. There's a few that are going to be made up for the thing that I'm going to, if that's next this weekend or the weekend after, and then a few extra ones, but then I'll be getting extra in. So yeah, I'm just busy trying to get all this stuff done for that, so I'm going to get that out of the way, and then I can concentrate on my other bits. I'm just going to pull a card before we go. Yeah, thank you, Ellen. Elle and Indigo, yeah, one of my really good reviews with the oils. Thinking. I think we'll do Archangel cards. There's one upstairs, there is one missing. I know there's one upstairs in my bedroom. Yeah, I love it. I wouldn't use something. I wear my own jewellery. I wear my own oils and everything, obviously, because I love my own stuff. I've still got some of my lovely, what they called, window charms, whatchamacallit. Can't remember, sun catch things. Like I said, if you get over to Instagram, I'm going to be doing, when I've got down a lot of this stuff, I'm going to be doing more live videos on there, like live shopping, so you can see what I've got, what's hanging around, stuff like that. Sun catchers, yeah, thank you. So, yeah. And I know people, you can just go over there, make an account, and just use it to browse around people's stuff. You don't have to put anything up. So, 17 in chat, people. Had that this morning. Do you remember them days, Tapper? We used to have 17 in all the time. It used to go up and stay there and then move. Funny that. And I do believe, just like Paul Boy said, that censoring's going to stop soon. Because I think it was today Mr. T was going seeing about the big techs. Was it the big techs? I'm like, maybe telling them off, like, we've got to stop censoring people. Who knows? Things are going on. Hi, is it Mona? So, got a butterfly there, I'd say, yeah. Transformation. Yeah, he remembers. Back in the days when my dad used to come in. Oh, yeah. Funny, the first one that comes out is what I've been talking about. Yo, follow what you need to do is like follow your intuition, and it says, I can never say this name, Archangel Bokapot, can't say it. It's time to fly, listen to your intuition. We got the lovely birds, as we were talking before, and the lovely hummingbird, which is lovely. Oh, what a butterfly. We've got butterflies on this. Archangel Priming. I don't even know what this one says either, but anyway. Be conscious. Is it consensuous? I don't know. Cooperate with others for the highest good. Exactly. Cooperate with others for the highest good. And we've got Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael, see with enlightened eyes, open to abundance. Because when you see with enlightened eyes, open to abundance, a lot of healing can come in then as well. A lot of healing. Got a lot of green there. Nature. Oh my god. I was just saying we've got a kingfisher in the garden. There's a robin. Not kingfisher. A robin. There's a little robin sat there. And the little finchy things that we get in the garden. And I think that's meant to be a dove piece or something. I don't know, but that's beautiful. So yeah, it's beautiful. So I'm going to go. And the top card that was just looking up was Archangel Chamuel. Is it Chamuel? I can never say it. Open your heart to give and receive love. Your essence is love. That is what it's all about. Our essence is love. That's what I was saying. You've just got to be you and do what's right for you on your path. That helps you to heal, to keep your frequencies up. It's Dave Morden. Oh, hi Dave. Oh my god, Dave Mord's in the house. How are you before I go? I'm about to go. So I'm saying, look after yourself, self-heal, self-care, because, big high energies in all sorts of areas with what's going on now. So you need to keep your energy high. Yeah, it is nice, that one. That's a Diane Cooper deck. Yeah, long time no see. Yeah, exactly. And I was thinking a lot about my nana yesterday because I keep getting a smell. You know, when you're like, and the whole thing with there's a bird flies past. When she passed, before she passed away, she said to me, "It's not what you think it is," and that's always stuck with me. I'm like, no shit, Sherlock, as we all know now. Keep vibing high. I'm okay. Good, good. Because there's lots of incoming stuff, but like I said, you focus on you and what keeps your vibes up. Keep focused on you, but helping others at the same time, and just stay calm with anything that may pop up now in these incoming weeks. But yeah. Ah. Tarot card said something about magic dreams. Your every wish comes true. Prepare yourself now. Yeah. Well, I think a lot of things are going to be coming true, and it will be a dream for some of us because, like I said, to have a new way, a new earth, a new whatever, a new way of being for everybody to prosper and be abundant, we have to prepare for this. Going to look a bit mad at first, but after a storm is a rainbow, I'd say. So there you go. So I will see you very soon. It's Monday, so it's Moon Day. We're at the beginning of the week. We'll soon be at the end of the week. Lots going on, but like I said, just keep focusing on the good things, not the shitty things that are going on. Be aware because some of it is it's getting good and it's interesting and it's the greatest time to be alive ever. Aren't you so glad you're here for this? In this physical plane, aren't you so glad you're here for this? Yeah. Faith is abundant. It definitely is. Yeah, so anyone who's new that may have come in, thank you. And I'll see you very soon. But it was just to put that point across, just because it was just something I was thinking about. And I thought, well, I'll just come and sort of talk about it. But like I said, the main message is you have got to do what's right for you at this time. Not what's right because someone's telling you that's, you know, the way they did it, or you're watching something and you think, oh, well, there's a. If it doesn't sort of resonate, you know, if you do something and it doesn't, and you're like, no, it's not that, then you move from it and find something else. But if it's something that actually does help you, and you've noticed something, say for instance, I'm doing what I said at the beginning with the food wise something because I've noticed something in my body. Now, if this stops, then I'll know it's right for me. If not, then something else, whatever. But like I said, we're all unique. We came here to be unique. We came here to be different, but we are all from the one source because it wanted to experience everything. So it wanted to experience everything. So I sort of see it like that. Thank you, Indigo. Thank you, Tapper. Thank you, Elle. Thank you, Dave Maud. It's nice to see you. Brian. I'll see if I can get a few names in. Elle, Brenda. I know Rainbow Wizard was in. Danny. Let's see different names. Muna. I think it's Muna. Angel A. Ricardo. Rolling the R's. Yeshua the King. Don't know if I'm scrolling. Robert Hart. Red Dawn. Oh, I didn't see Red Dawn there. Mark. Sovereign Rights. I know there was some others. Angela, was it? David's Calf. Remember to check everybody because people do have channels as well. My turn. Right, I'm going to stop scrolling up now because I'm going up. So if I didn't shout your name out, I'll try and get you next time, but I'm not scrolling all the way up. So Oh, we got Robert has come in. I saw you the other day. I'm just going now, so you might have to go back to the beginning. But thanks for coming in anyway, because I'm getting tired now. But yeah, it was just a bit of a, I don't know. But like I said, things are happening. The change is here. It can't be stopped. Hold on to your hats. Keep your mindset together. Focus on anything that you love doing to keep your mind out of other stuff so it doesn't get too tough for you. Don't fall when you start seeing things looking all, oh my God, and people around you falling. Stay strong. Stand upright. Blast your light out. Anchor. Be the lighthouse you came here to be so others can see and they're not going to crash on the rocks. You know, that's what we came here to do. So just be the lighthouse, stood up straight. I love that because it just reminds me of JFK Jr. I'm just going to put that there now. The lighthouse you came here to be so others don't crash on the rocks, because a lot of people are going to. Be prepared. We don't exactly know what it's going to look like, so we can't lie and say we do. That side probably are going to try something, but just be prepared. Exciting times. The greatest time to be alive. This is part of real history. And yeah, power to the people. We win. So I will see you. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. So yeah, I will see you very soon. Have a great evening and a great couple of days. I'll probably see you in a couple of days because I'm trying to get a bit of this out. So we'll see. And I'm, working on my stuff. So